Yo guys. Oh, tons of demos instantly. Okay, let me do my final. How are we doing, guys? So, we haven't seen each other since a year. I'm gonna make this crappy joke. Hello, producers. Oh, we got tons of demos, guys. Let's load them. Yeah, so let me load the tracks now. And did you enjoy Acid Sabotage? So I released my new track a couple days ago in Revealed. So I hope you guys liked it. We had so much fun while we're producing it. Okay. Thanks, guys. I was also so happy when Hardwell premiered that track. So now cooking more tracks. I'm looking to sign more tracks. Hopefully. Thanks, guys. Okay, so let's start with the first track. And let me know if the sound and everything is good. Man, I like this one. It's so cool. Okay, so first of all, very decent arrangement. Like start to finish, I love it. It's like dreaming me, and I wonder, what comes next. The first drop is good. The break is cool. The second drop is so fire. Just technical stuff. Like I think the cymbals are a little bit too harsh. Let me check. You see, like in the span, we got several peaks. I think it's coming from the rights, drop rights. And yeah, try to get rid of those peaks, or maybe you can just lower the rights and stuff. And my rule is like that when I balance my tracks, I be careful on the low frequencies should be equal to the high frequencies in terms of drums, not in the full mix. So you can solo your drums with the low end, with kick, bass, and all the drums, and make sure all the drums, when all of them playing at the same time, shouldn't be bigger than your low end. Try to just match them, low end and high end. And yeah, that's it, man. Other than that, it's I think very good. I'm gonna check your low end very quickly. So if I put some EQ here, we won't hear, but we will see it with the span. So all I was checking the how big your kick looks and how big your sub looks. So sub should be just a little bit smaller than the kick. And yeah, according to it, I think it's good. Yeah, so very good track, man. I like it. Congrats.
Feel the bass and feel the rhythm.
Dude, I got several feedback for it, some of them technical. I think in some places I hear some off keys, like some reverse sounds, they are off key. Let me find it. This step sound, for example, is not in the key of your track. Try to just check if everything in the key. I think also in the most of the track you are holding a pad sound, which is kind of masking everything. I think you can get rid of the pad or just cut the low frequencies, or maybe cut some high frequencies, push it back of the mix, or maybe sidechain it bigger. So the pad going on is kind of masking everything in the track. Other than that, the kick is not hitting as hard as it should be. So as you see, this is your second octave. I think your track is maybe in note of A. I'm just guessing. So this A is the second A. You see it's like 110 Hertz. And below that we should hear the kick, but currently the kick is not hitting bigger than this frequency. So make sure your bass has the first octave, which is gonna be the like somewhere around here, kind of like 55 Hertz if your key is A. And then make sure your kick, when the drop, your kick should hit bigger than the bass. But in this case, the kick is smaller and weaker than the bass. And that's why even the waveform looks different. You know, we got different peaks. They are come and goes. Yeah, I think the idea is promising. You gotta make a breakdown. But other than that, I like the drop vibe. But you try to fix and work on those aspects. So let me put the Discord link somewhere. A second. People asking where to send demo. So I'm gonna just copy paste this link to the stream. Yeah. Thanks for sending me your track, bro.
Floating on the ocean, but my heart is dry. Beauty all around, but I'm unsatisfied. Running through this jungle, trying to find a way. Then I hear your voice calling me to the light. Is this only a dream? What does everything mean? I'm the lonely days over. Are you staying with me? I was swimming upstream to your love intervene. Now you're my crying shoulder and I'm your nicotine. I'm the lonely days over. I'm the lonely
Kogan, dude, again, another track, and you are just surprising me with all the tracks you sent. Like last feedback stream, he sent like a huge big room techno track, and this month we got a very, very unusual future, no, like dubstep and progressive house and maybe more genres. I love it, bro. So congrats. I like the first drop. I like the break, like the previous break. But in the middle, so I got one feedback. This part should be a little bit better with some detail.
Is this only a dream? What does everything
In here, when you introduce the drums, maybe you can have a kick, maybe just a first drop kick with high cut, so it can just hit very deeply, you know, just put a deep kick like that. You already have a kick, but it doesn't have the low frequencies. So if you have a deep kick in here with whatever drums you have, I think this part could be just next level.
mean? Are my lonely days over? Are you staying with me? I was swimming up.
Just that. And in the second drop, I got surprised a lot. But just one problem. I think the kick you choose is kind of weak. You know, the first drop was hitting harder. Yeah, like people say in the chat too, like you could get a punchier kick, more deep kick. And when I check the span in the second drop, like when the kick hits, again like the previous track, the kick doesn't get bigger than the bass most of the time. So yeah, maybe just get a different kick, or maybe just EQ the sub of the kick. So just make it hit harder. Other than that, perfect, bro. I like it. Thanks for sending me this track. It's so unique, you know. Yeah, like future bass, melodic dubstep, and the first part is totally progressive house. So I think you should finish this track and send it to the labels. I'm sure they will sign it. Yeah, so unique. I like it. Yeah, the break. Yeah, the last break. You mean like this part, right? Maybe this part also could be filled. It was kinda like, I don't know. Yeah, like it was empty. Maybe there is some ARP piano in the background. Maybe you can just bring it more up front, give it more volume. If we have some ARP, you know, we can follow something in that section. But currently, it doesn't have much bass. It doesn't have anything to progress to the last part. Yeah, I agree with Zimmerman. Okay, let's go to the next track. 2802. I think that's the date. And final. Let's go, Emre.
Higher than before. You take me to a fourth dimension. Left me wanting more. I don't want this to end yet. Higher than before. You take me to a fourth dimension. Left me wanting more. I don't want this to end yet. Higher than before. You take me to a fourth dimension.
nice one. So the idea was, it's perfect. I like the song, you know, as a song. I would listen this track in my car for sure. Just 3 feedback on my side, maybe 4. Yeah, everyone agrees that vocals needs de-essing. It's the siblings are in like 4K, 5K. It's kind of harsh, and it's like most of the time resonating and overtaking the mix down. So first to fix the vocals, and the vocal and the bass in the drop is kind of too much. Yeah, I think this frequency should be tamed. Maybe let's say 150 to 250. Those frequencies. I think you can just tweak it on the bass, and yeah, if the bass currently the bass is kind of overpowered. If you fix the bass, you're gonna fix like the 99% of the problems in the track. Other than that, in the last drop, I realized that the hi-hats and the drums are not hitting harder. So you can just give some volume to the hi-hats. You see, it's like kinda to push to the back the drums. If you give more volume to the drums, you will get more alive mix down. And maybe the lastly, try to use a clipper on the drums, on the kick bass bass, or even in the master. So just do it very carefully. I'm saying this because I see tons of different peaks in the waveform. Usually if you clip them like in a decent level, you will get more flat wave form, and which means you can boost it more with the master. Your job is gonna be much more easier. So try to clip, or clip, just hard clip whatever you have. Even 1 dB, 2 dB, how much you can do without distorting the track. So that's my feedback on it. But again, I love the track, man. So congrats. Yeah, also with a limiter, or maybe even a brick wall limiter. So, and maybe limiters are more safe because they won't introduce to any distortion. Yeah, Pro L2. I agree with the chat. Yeah, someone says, Zimmerman says, maybe it's too hard sidechain for my taste. Yeah, maybe, bro. Maybe that's also a case. Yeah, I'm also currently trying to do very less sidechain on the sounds. I don't know, it's sounds more modern with less sidechain. If you sidechain it too much, it sounds a little bit old school. I don't know. SoundCloud is not necessary. No worries. But if you have a SoundCloud, it will be much more easier. Let's go to the next track, and everyone, welcome to the stream. So if you just joined the stream, don't forget you can send your demo from Discord, but I cannot promise because there are already tons of demos. So I'm gonna listen as much as I can. so groom, so emotionally, I love it. You know, I feel the emotions, I feel the nature, I feel the gravity. I don't know. So, in my opinion, it was good experience to listen that track, and I don't listen chill tracks usually. So thanks for sharing this beautiful tune with all of us. I think your bass could be a little bit louder. Oh, good morning, Chef. Welcome to the stream. Your bass could be a little bit louder. Currently, the kick is in a good level, but the bass is kind of too low. And most of the time, I hit the kick, and I needed to, focus to the bass to hear it perfectly. And I have a big speakers in here, so just give a little bit more volume to the bass, and maybe you can saturate it and then high cut it. So if you have more harmonics in the bass, it can sound more loud. Yeah, you can fix the bass like that. Other than that, the main melody, just give it more volume, that fluid sound. Just more volume. Everything was good about it. And thirdly, this transition, bro, it's comparing to the rest of the track, it's too cheesy. It's just a sweep down and sweep up. So maybe you could just put some delay automations, reverb automations on, go crazy with them, and you can wash them out. And maybe you can have some reverse reverb tails from the sounds from break. And you can just fade them in the transition. So work on this transition. I think it's all what you need to do about this track. So thanks for sending me this 3 feedbacks. If you fix them, it's like in a perfect state in my opinion. Thanks for sharing us. Let's go to the next track, On Tour.
In all of life there is a rhythm. All things living carry out this tune. Our heartbeat starts out like a drum set to a timer that always seems to end too soon. And we are all connected, like tides around the world being pushed and pulled by an unseen force that stretches out to the moon. To discover the new, to take the step. And all of this is untrue.
Nice one. So, like, again, the melody wise, production wise, I'm just love it so much. I like it. The vibe is so cool, and everyone in the chat like it too. So, some technical feedback, brother, or sister, I don't know. So, vocals 6K, you can DS it a little bit because sometimes it's just async too much, you know, too much resonating frequency there. And so Ryan, the vocals are from Splice. It's pretty old vocal, and but yeah, I never heard this vocal in a melodic techno track, and it fits in my opinion. I usually heard this in big room techno tracks. So secondly, the bass in my opinion is not enough. So compared to the sub of the kick, your bass is not hitting enough. When I high cut with the FabFilter Pro Q3 and check the waveform in here, I see that the kick was like big, but the bass is like too small. So which means your sub is not enough. So the mid frequencies of the bass are probably good, but sub is compared to the kick, it's very, very silent. So you gotta just give it a little bit sub, and that's it. And again, like, I don't hear it, but just I'm gonna judge from the waveform. So when I see the waveform, I see different peaks, but they are not consistent. So I assume maybe in mastering you could give a little bit more volume, or you can maybe boost more. Did you try that? Is it distorting? If not, you can just boost it more, because I think you still have some headroom. And if you do it, the track is gonna sound as loud as the industry standard. But the production wise, I'm speechless, bro. I like it. Yeah, same as last month. I forget your track on the last month, but if still that's the case, I have a video about how to mix kick and bass in a span video. Like, I'm literally using this preset of span. I find this preset on Abstract Music Lab YouTube channel. I just steal his preset. So this preset of span only focusing the low end. And when you listen with this, you can literally see every individual note and how loud they are. So all you gotta do is put your kick solo and check how loud is your kick, where the kick hits, and then solo your bass and compare the first octave of the bass with your kick. And usually you need to put your bass couple dBs less than the kick, and you are good to go. Yo, chat, Music TV. Okay, I got you, bro. But there's probably a line in the Discord. So if your track is come to me, I'm gonna definitely check it out. I wonder. So let's go to the next track. Yo. Yeah, every feedback session we got a big room track from DNRBW. So for me, yeah, I got several feedbacks for you. The climax at first, I think it's kind of clipping. Like I can hear that everything is over compressing, but at the same time the leads are not cutting through the mix. So in my opinion, the pads you use are too powerful. Just get rid of the most of the lows and mids of the pads and push the pads way back off the mix. And lower the bass a little bit so the leads can shine. I think there are too much stuff going on in this section. That's why it sounds clipping. Before that, like in the beginning, you see the melody plug is very silent compared to the pads and you know every element. Just check it out. So just make sure to lower every pad you have so you will have more headroom to other sounds. In the drop, so personally I love the kick bass. It sounds unique, you know, and it's so hard to get this unique kick bass, especially in a big room track because it's overly do it, this genre. Overdo it in many years. So I love the kick bass, it's very powerful, but the leads are so thin. And if you want to use this kind of leads, maybe you can have more, you should have more layers. Or maybe you can sometimes have the highest octave, but sometimes go with the lower octave. Or maybe you can have two different leads and make some question and answer, call and response kind of stuff. Yeah, if you do that, the drop is gonna instantly go to something else, you know. And like after the drop ends, the break sound starts too silent, so there are huge volume differences from parts to part. Maybe it shouldn't be this much difference. Yeah man, just other than these mixing issues, I think the melodies are very good. So they are catchy. I like it. But you gotta work on this technical stuff. So thanks for sending me your track. And keep sending more. We are going to the next track now.
Looking back, I wonder why. One more time, and one more night. Looking back, I wonder why I didn't show you how deep is my love. One more time and one more night without your hands, without me in your eyes. Looking back, I wonder why. One more time and one more night. I still keep it open, and all my feelings. If you tell me nothing, I'll have forgiven. I should keep you hiding and all my feelings. If you tell me nothing, I'll have forgiven. Looking back, I wonder why I didn't show you how deep is my love. One more time and one more night without your hands, without me in your eyes. One more time and one more night. How deep is my love?
Dude, idea-wise, again, like today, all of the tracks are sick, idea-wise. Your kick is extremely loud compared to the rest of your mix. And I cannot hear the bass, you know? The bass is too silent, but the kick is kind of like overtaking the whole mix. But like I'm speechless in the breakdown when you introduce this stuttering vocals. That's good, man. So give more volume maybe to the break section and reduce the kick. Again, just check my tutorials on how to mix kick and bass. You just need to do that. So the drop is like kind of Will Sparks and Clubwork style. I like it. But yeah, you just need to balance your kick and bass in a proper level. And then that's it, man. This track is so fire. And even I would play this big room techno track in my sets for sure. I like the idea, but you gotta work on the mix down. People say the arrangement needs a little tweaking a little. Maybe. But even in this current form, I like it. It's very sick. I like the vibes of it. I'm checking the comments. And yeah, I think that's it, man. If you fix the kick bass, don't forget to send me. I mean it, you know, I wanna play this on my sets. Nice track. And good vocals also. Is it also Splice? Let me know. Oh, Matt Dybel, my brother, come. So, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. Is there anyone know Matt? We had a collab with him last year. Yeah, and this year we have one more track with him. So it's a surprise.
I-T-T-I-R-L. You know I am that girl. Bitch, don't kiss and tell. It girlfriend ATL. Bitch, you know I'm sexy. Don't call, just text me. Bitches slow, can't get on my speed. They stare cause they know I'm I-T-T-I-R-L. You know I am that girl. Bitch, don't kiss and tell. It girlfriend ATL. I-T-T-I-R-L. You know I am that girl. Bitch, don't kiss and tell. It girlfriend ATL. Bitch, you know I'm sexy. Don't call, just text me. Bitches slow, can't get on my speed. They stare cause they know I'm I-T-T-I-R-L. You know I am that girl. Bitch, don't kiss and tell. It girlfriend ATL. I-T-T-I-R-L. You know I am that girl. Bitch, don't kiss and tell. It girlfriend ATL.
Dude, where did you get those vocals? Is it a remix or bootleg or original? I don't get it. Is this track like already famous track? Vocals are super crazy. So my opinion, maybe the bass could be a little bit powerful. I couldn't tell because like YouTube just makes it too silent, you know. I don't know if it's properly mastered or is it too silent, because YouTube is always making it more silent than SoundCloud or Spotify or other platforms. So maybe it's like it was fun, but in the last break, approximately around here, like nothing happens actually. Maybe that part could and should be more interesting, or maybe you can just get rid of this part. I don't know. And also the main step lead. Yes, someone says in the chat, it should be more interesting. It should hit the groove more instead of just randomize. Make it proper ARP, Mr. Brown says. So in my opinion, if you put some delay, it would even help, you know, to break the routine of the track and make a variation. Maybe in this last part, you could have delay on the main step, and even you could have some delay automations, you know, fill the gaps and put a big riser, maybe put big snares, but just you know, ignore most of the feedback because this track is so original, and yeah, like it would work in a club. So yeah, I like this track, bro. Just several subjective feedback from my side. They are not objective, and I think this track is already so good and so original. So that's what it matters, you know. So like I was talking to some label A&Rs, and like several A&Rs from several different labels, they agree with the same thing. They don't care about the mix down or the technical stuff. Like they do it in some level, but if the track is in an average level, in the technical average level with the mix down and mastering, they don't care about how perfectly professionally mixed it or not. All they care about is the idea, is the vibes, and if the track works in a club or festival or a radio show or not. They just, you know, 99% I can say, just check the idea, not the technical sides. So that's why originality is what it matters.
I'd like to see you try. Unpacking thoughts through tunnels in your mind. I'll fix your mushroom tea and cross the restless sea. Release yourself to escape reality. It doesn't faze you. I need a breakthrough. I only want God's right in front of me. It's quite unusual. Seeking approval, begging for it desperately.
hear my feedback. I think like when the track starts, I said, "Whoa! Like the sounds are so fresh. Like sound selection is very good." But there are some problems. I love the kick and the sound selection. I love them, but the bass line may be conflicting with the vocals time to time, or the main leads might be off key because maybe the pads, the chords you push has some off keys as well. Just check the keys and make sure that there are no off keys. Everything is scaled. Just make sure of that at first. And secondly, you start with the respace in the beginning.
Unpacking thoughts through tunnels in your mind.
And we got the same for the bass progression all the time. And even the drop, we still have the bass progression. It's the same. So in the drop, just switch to another bass. Don't use this break bass in the drop. In the drop, just go just one note, you know, because you want to make kind of big room techno kind of drop. Just go with one note in the drop and try a different bass line, maybe a rolling bass line, maybe rumble, maybe, I don't know, any type of bass line. But it shouldn't just all the time do the chord progression. And then there's the second part. This main harp is a little bit too dry. Maybe you can just try to give it some delay reverb, make it more wet. And also you can tweak the ADSR settings to kind of in the transition you can make the harp more sloppy and then you can make it more tight. So change the sound, add some variations to make the audience keep listening and wonder what comes next. And yeah, like first you gotta work on this technical stuff, and it's very interesting because your sound selection, the kick, the bass, the synths, even the harp, they are perfect. But yeah, there are more. The problems are in the production stage, such as the off keys. Yeah, the off keys you gotta just fix it first immediately. Thanks for sending me this remix, bro. Hope the feedbacks will be useful for you. So I don't want to make funk music. Yeah, like there are tons of things to do to get etkileşim. What was the English word of it? Impressions. But funk music, I never listened that genre, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next track from Lucas Evan. bro. Like, what a fat track. It reminds me of the Charlotte the Wheat vibes. So, like, this kind of, you know, very raw techno. Like, yeah, I love it. I love this kind of tracks. So the thing is like that, in my opinion, the mids are a little bit maybe empty, but I'm not saying just put some new stuff, new sound to the track. I think everything is just perfect. But maybe with master, when you master the track, you can boost the 4K couple dBs with a kind of like a mid curve, not too narrow, not too wide. And yeah, let me check. Yeah, the rides are a little bit too loud. They are kind of, you know, I can see the peaks of the rides when you are, when I check the track with the span. And other than that, I think it was perfect. The vocals are kind of pushed to the back. Maybe you can give just a little bit volume to the vocals. And if you are having struggle with making the vocals work, you can try to use some plugins like Track Spacer, or I think there was some multi-band patch, like a patch like it's like if the vocals are playing with some instrument, when the vocals are singing, the plugin, the patch was just reducing only the frequencies they are clashing from the instrument, so the vocals were actually can be hearable in the mix. So I forget what was that patch. I'm gonna just check it. Probably I'm not gonna remember, but yeah, I just forget what it is. I used it once. It was maybe like multi-band sidechain, maybe something like that. Sorry, I think I could not gonna be able to find it. Yeah, this one. Yeah, the multi-band sidechain. So you can use this patch. It's working perfectly. Let's say you got a lead going on and you got a vocal. So you will put this plugin to the lead channel in the mixer, and you will route the vocals just as a sidechain. You will just connect it and then just read the documentation how to use it. It's so easy. And then you can just sidechain only the specific frequencies which is clashing. This hidden plugin in the patcher is like same as Track Spacer. It's so cool. Thanks for sending me your track. I love it, bro. It's so cool. Let's go to the next one. Oh, I see the Lord Shiva in here. Yo, bro, I love the vibes. The vocals are on point. The vibe is very cool, like with the psytrance track. Yeah, in my opinion, there's some unbalanced things going on in the track. Sometimes leads hits off key. I couldn't hear off keys, but maybe I missed it. I was texting with my phone. But what I hear was the kick bass was not compressed together, so they are kind of too separate from each other in the track. I think the kick is too silent. You should give more volume to the kick. When the kick hits, it's not, shaking my chest. There's no sub hit coming from the kick. I think you should just fix this immediately. Maybe just giving it a little bit volume to the kick will fix the problem. And also, I think the full of the track, it's like applying to the full track, the vocals are kind of too silent. If I don't know the vocal sample, I will probably miss it. So just give more volume to the vocals as well. And people say in the chat, like, you gotta take a reference track and you can just compare A-B, put the kick with the same loudness, put your bass in the same loudness. If you get like 2 reference tracks maybe, you can just overly color and volume balance your track according to the reference, because in the production it's already perfect. The arrangement is perfect. Just you gotta mix it properly with those aspects. Thanks for sending me this beautiful track. Thanks a lot. Let's jump to the next track from Minus.
Been drinking more alcohol for the past 5 days. Did you check on me? Now did you look for me? I walked in the room, eyes are red, and I don't smoke banga. Did you check on me? Did you check on me? Now did you notice me? Nobody will know the paranoia. Cause I put a smile on my face. The facade you can never face. If you don't know me well, you won't see how buried I am inside my grave. Inside my grave. Cause you see people don't really know you. They don't really know you. Cause you see people, they don't really know you. They don't really know. I've been drinking more alcohol for the
Dude, I like it. So emotional. Can you guys give me a second? I need to open the door. Hoş geldin. Okay, sorry, I'm back. So, two feedbacks. The vocals could be just a little bit louder. My wife came, so she forgot her keys. So, the vocals should be a little bit louder. And secondly, the drop bass, when the bass hits, the first hit in the drop is like the bass is too loud. And then it's vanishing too soon, like we are losing the bass power instantly, right?
Did you check on me? Or did you notice me? Oh, holy Father, oh, holy Father.
So sometimes the bass is powerful, but sometimes it's just vanishing too soon. And so if you just give some release or sustain, probably release to the bass, maybe it could fill the gaps better. Just that, yeah. Other than that, it was perfect in my opinion. I like the vibes, bro. Congrats. So it's time for Gabriel's and Riemann's latest track. I saw it in the Instagram feed, but I couldn't listen till now. So let's see how it's gonna be. By the way, do you know Rüya means dream in Turkish? This is a Turkish word. Nice vibes. So I agree with chat, like, I think there's too much sidechain going on in the track. If this is my track, I would maybe go no sidechain in the breaks or maybe go a little bit. Currently, it's like too heavily sidechained. This is just subjective feedback, by the way. This is all your producer's preference. It's already good, but yeah, maybe sidechain is too much. And in the drop lead, the solve leads, they are kind of too thin. and they could be a little bit fatter. But just if we talk about the vibe, if we talk about the emotions, I love it, bro. It's so cool. I like it, yeah. Yeah, just the mix down could be a little bit decent, but it's like 90% already good in my opinion. So thanks for sending me your track, bro. I like it. I like this one. Let's jump to the next track.
Don't ever let go. Don't ever let go. Don't ever let go. Don't ever
So this is kind of half idea, but still can give some feedback. In my opinion, the track doesn't have enough body. Like those frequencies, the mids could be filled better. Currently, the main droplets sound very weak, and yeah, they sound thin. And also the bass. I don't know. The bass could have a little bit grit frequencies. You know, gritty texture. Again, in the like 200 area, maybe 2 to 400, like here. It's not off tune, but it's heavily detuned. Yeah, the leads are heavily detuned. So yeah, just two feedbacks. Again, very unusual raw style track from Sounds. Like every month, he's sending tracks regularly, and all of the tracks somehow surprising me because all of them so psycho. And someone in the chat says like, "Calm down, buddy." Like, yeah. So in my opinion, everything was good technically till here. So instantly we lost mid frequencies. I would okay with that, but just previous part was so full, you know. So from this fullness, if you just instantly get rid of the most of the low, mid and bass frequencies, the drop didn't sound bigger than the climax part. So just that, in my opinion. Just that. Try to feel those frequencies maybe, or maybe give a little bit longer break, or maybe reduce some power, I don't know, from the climax. But the climax was perfect in terms of like mix down. All the frequencies was so full. So that's why, yeah, maybe just work on this second drop here. Yeah, thanks for sending me this track, bro. Nice one. Too empty. The build-up is too empty. Okay, my feedback, several feedbacks. The ARP and the drop doesn't sound in the same key. They are kinda clashing with each other. When I check with the span, I see the ARP is in the key of F, kind of, probably, because F was the peaking. But when the bass hits, I hear the G. So just make sure like the ARP and everything is in key. So in build up, it was too empty. There was just an ARP and snares. I think you need risers, and you also need to tease the drop lead a little bit. And other than that, the keys on the drop, like the steps in the drop, was maybe also off key. Yeah, just check that. I like the kick bass, they sound nice. And other feedback was like that in my head. The first drop and second drop identically same. So I think in the second drop you could come up with something different. Maybe it could give some variation to the track and make the track much more interesting. Yeah, just check the ARP, bro. I think the ARP is in a different key than your track. Yeah. Jumping to the next track. Like I love it again. You guys know NTO. This track reminds me NTO vibes. I was a big fan of them. I was listening most of their tracks. So they are making like chill, melodic techno, kind of melodic house. So all of the scenes, I love it. Several technical issues. The ARP in the drop was too pushed to the back in my opinion. You can give it more volume. And the drop was not hitting harder as I expected, you know, because the break, it was too high octave, the synths. You see, after this build up, the drop hits not impacting as big because the synths are in the low octave. So what you can do is just have a build up automation, reduce everything a little bit, and the drop will hit bigger. So make some contrast and volume differences from previous part to the next part. And other than that, let's see, someone says in the chat the hi-hats are too loud. I agree with that. So when you solo the full drums and the kick bass, make sure that in the span they are hitting same, but currently the hi-hats a little bit too loud, just a little bit. So yeah man, the emotions are just hit me in the heart. Thanks for sharing this track. So now we will listen the White track in here.
And down on the dance floor. I'm getting down on the dance floor. I'll make you sweat, make you sweat. I'm getting down on the dance floor. I'll make you sweat, make you sweat. I'm getting down on the dance floor. I'll make you sweat, make you sweat. I'm getting down on the dance floor. I'll make you sweat, make you sweat. I'm getting down on the dance floor.
Okay. So nice track. So you say it's like you're inspired from my big room techno tutorials. I appreciate it. So you got a good job on this track. Here's some small feedback. The drop lead a little bit too harsh in my opinion. It has several peaks, but maybe that's not the case, you know. After that I realized there's some drop ARP pads kind of thing going on in the drop, and maybe it's masking the main drop lead. Try to lower the ARP, or maybe if they are occupying same frequencies with the lead, just dip that frequencies from the ARP and it can be okay. The drums hi-hats should be a little bit louder. They are kind of vanishing inside of the drop, but other than that it's promising, bro. You should finish that track. I like it. So yeah, I need to finish the stream soon. I gotta again go somewhere else after the stream. So this is last 2 tracks for today. But again, like if you just join the YouTube channel as a supporter member with the lowest tier, You will get one feedback per month. So it's gonna be detailed feedback. We will do it on email. Just don't forget to check the tiers on the memberships. So let's go to the last 2 tracks for today.
I know you believe you can keep this up, but I assure you, that was the first wave, merely an amuse-bouche.
Dude, yeah, definitely a nice track. In my opinion, there's no technical problems, technical issues on the track, but the thing is like all of the drops sound same to me. I think you need variation on the drops, so just that. The phone thing was very original in my opinion. I like the pre-drop vocals. I like the groove, I like the vibe, everything is perfect, the mastering is good, the kick bass is one of the best kick bass ever heard in this today's stream, even maybe the best kick bass balance. It sounds so cool, but in my opinion you need variation. There's nothing different happening in the track. Like the same motif going on over and over. Just that. But it's kind of personal preference again. No technical issues in my side. Just personal feedback. Like the second drop at this could be something different, or maybe I don't know. You can make some surprise to the audience. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Okay, going to the last track of today's stream. Yo, bro. Thanks for sending me your track. So, I think the bass, the sub especially not enough. When I high cut your track with Fab Filter Pro Q3 and get rid of all the high frequencies, I see your kick in the waveform, but I don't hear or see the bass, the sub. So which means like there are not enough sub going on. So just don't be afraid to give more power to the sub. So the drop leads, what if you put more saturation or OTT to just polish it a little bit? Currently, I feel like they can be more bright and more fat, more big in the mix. And other than that, you have the drop pads. In the second drop especially, just give it more volume. They are good pads, but they are too pushed to the back. It can cover more frequencies in the spectrum and make your drop sound much more bigger. And lastly, don't fade out your tracks, because when you give this track to a DJ, for example, they need an outro versions of it. If you just fade out your track, they cannot make the transitions between your song to another song. And they won't play it just with this reason. So don't fade out in electronical music, and just make an outro, like 16 bar outro. It would help the DJs to make the transition. Yeah. So guys, it's been 2 hours again. We listened several tracks from you, and thanks for your support. Thanks for your interest and all the chat. You give your honest feedbacks with all the tracks. So thanks for doing this together with me. And couple days after, I'm gonna post the new part of the Big Room Techno tracks. I will shoot it very soon. So see you on that video. Yeah, today that was it, guys. I hope you can apply these tricks to your own productions as well. Thanks for being with me. I love you guys. Peace.